You have a unique financial fingerprint that is formed by patterns in your bank accounts, your income, and your net worth. Now, if you were to download a statement from your bank account, and if you were to chart the column of the changing total amount of money in your bank account, you will very likely find that over time, that chart would form a pattern that looks something like this. This is literally the heartbeat of the mass population's bank accounts. So your financial fingerprint tends to bounce between the floor and the ceiling, and you might call these levels your lower and upper financial thermostats. Now, I call these thermostats because as you perceive that your financial situation is, you're starting to approach these levels, then your actions are automatically, and you often unconsciously, your actions are adjusted to keep you in the middle. So another way of describing the middle is your comfort zone, your overall financial thermostat, your internal financial level, your financial self-image, or your financial self-worth. Now, as your financial situation approaches or exceeds your upper financial thermostat, you start loosening up. You become more financially sloppy, maybe start to buy, unnecessary luxuries that before you usually even look at. Start taking greater risks. Maybe your work ethic and your consistency declines because, a bit less motivated as your lifestyle and your expenses are slowly increasing. You start to attract people, situations, and circumstances to literally have your money taken from you. You manifest unexpected bills or, financial emergencies from family. Whoever you start to reach out, they know you got money, etc., etc., etc. But then as your financial situation approaches or exceeds your lower financial thermostat, you start tightening up. You become, a lot more financially calculated. You start to take less risks. Maybe your work ethic and your consistency increases because your financial motivation starts to increase because you hate the feeling of being so uncomfortable, near that financial flow. So then you start to rein in your spending, your lifestyle and your expenses decrease, and you start to attract people, situations, and circumstances to provide new income opportunities, right? Because you're just starting to look out for them. You start to manifest unexpected income or financial wins. So if you want to improve our financial situation, we need to raise the floor and the ceiling. We need to raise our upper and our lower financial thermostats. Now, out of the two thermostats, your lower financial thermostat is by far the most significant contributor to your overall financial situation. So your upper financial thermostat could be likened to your dreams, and your lower financial thermostat could be likened to your standards. You don't always achieve your highest dreams, but you always uphold your minimum standards. So if this here is your current self, and this is your current financial thermostat, you actually want to improve it, then you need to ask yourself, who do I have to become to be where I want to be? Because you have to become the person to achieve the goals that are associated with that person. You have to become the person to achieve the goals that are associated with your ideal self. But the problem is, you're not the highest version of yourself, which, you can imagine or dream about when you write down your goals. Instead, you are the lowest person which you can possibly accept and tolerate each and every single day. You are not your highest dreams. You are your lowest standards. You can dream as high as you want, but you're not going to achieve it with your current character. So the question is, how do you actually achieve your dreams and your goals? Well, how you achieve your dreams is to transcend your current self and turn it into a character who has your dreams as its standards. You must design a character, your ideal self, who has its standards as your dreams. If you become that character, become your ideal self, you will then achieve those dreams. You will then be able to pay up to that level as your new minimum baseline. And of course, this applies to achieving goals and dreams in all areas of your life, not just your finances. So going back to your financial fingerprint that is displayed by the heartbeat of your bank account, how is it that we can raise our minimum standards? How can we raise our self-worth in order to, increase our net worth? Because they're directly correlated. How can we do that? Well, there's a lot of psychology behind this, and we will discuss it much later point in the program, but we'll leave the more, esoteric stuff aside for now, and we'll just focus on something extremely practical that you can literally implement right this second. That I can absolutely guarantee it will change your life if you implement it. I guarantee it. Now, as most of things in life that are truly effective is something very simple, and that is automating your savings. Yes, boring, I know, it's not that sexy, but I promise you that there is almost nothing else in your financial world that you can do that can guarantee you success with building your savings up and building your financial net worth and raising that minimum flow. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a percentage of your current income that you're going to save each month. Let's say 10%. You're going to put away 10% of your income every single month, no matter what, into a separate saving account that you cannot touch. Now, if this initial allocation is too comfortable, then turn up the savings so that sits right at the border of comfort and discomfort. But if its initial allocation is too uncomfortable for you, do it anyway. I don't care, right? 10%, everyone can do this. Now, transmute that discomfort into a mobilizing new energy, new creativity, and desire to reach profitable consistency with your trading and to potentially generate other income streams. Ultimately, your objective is to pay as much into your saving accounts as possible, so you are going to prosperity 100% by the end of the earthly life. So every 3 months, you're going to increase your savings by 10% via calendar reminders and automated forced bank transfers. So you're going to log into your bank account right after this video, or you know what, pause the video right now and do this now. Go log into your bank account, set up an automated transfer from your current account to your savings account that goes out on the same day every month, ideally when you get paid, whether it's 10% of whatever figure you have chosen. Just do it right now. No excuses, literally. Pause the video and go do it. Right? Hopefully you've done that. Now you can do is set a reminder in your calendar to remind you to increase your savings rate by 10% every 3 months. So literally grab your phone and say, hey Siri, please put it in my calendar to remind me to increase my automated savings by 10% every 3 months, starting from today. Right? And now your phone and your calendar hopefully is synced up, and it's going to remind you in 3 months' time to bump that 10% or whatever figure you started on. You're going to increase that to 10% every quarter. So you just keep on dashing up a little bit. So you get raising your lower financial thermostat, your lower flow, your minimum financial standards, just that bit more every 3 months. So what you're essentially doing is just simply multiplying your previous saving percentage by 1.1. Let's say month 1, right, you save 10%. So you save this amount for 2 months in a row. And after the third month, in month 4, you take the 10% and you multiply it by 1.1 so that you're giving 11%, right? So essentially you just increase that 10% by 10%. So now you're doing is you're saving 11% of your income for another 3 months. Then in month 7, you bump it up and you get 10%. So now you're saving 12.1% a month. Then in the next month end, 3 months later, bump that up by another 10%. So now you're saving 13.1%. All right, so on and so on. So you are probably wondering, what on earth does it all have to do with existing, this is tiny little bit of a clickbait title to a degree. But honestly, if you implement and execute this, which is an extremely super simple, but if extremely effective financial strategy, I guarantee it will make a shitload of money over time. Everyone that I personally know has done this. We talk about this and we laugh about it, and I just can't believe how effective it is. You look back in 2, 3, 5, 10 years' time, because it's hard right now for our brains to really understand the power of compounding in reality. So if you do implement this, money you will save will essentially be more than pay you for your algorithmic course. Then as you approach and you surpass 50% of your income being allocated to your savings account, what you can expect is literally this kind of weird energetic shift, because you are now officially living, seeing, and working for reasons beyond mere survival. Now, with saving and building a cash buffer, there is, another part of that the numbers and the math side of it that you just looked at. Everyone knows about compounding interest, but there's another form of compounding magnetism, let's say, for a lack of a better phrase, that something happens when you decide to go and actually save. So picture this for a moment. There's 5 guys standing up in the stage, and on the left side there's a homeless person, a bum, someone who just doesn't have their shit together. Then as you move to the right, you just get wealthier and wealthier and wealthier. So the guy on the far right is a billionaire, you get big Billy on the right. The guy second from the right, let's say he's a millionaire, and the next guy along, he's doing all right, he's got 100K saved up. And he goes all the way down to you got a lower middle class second from left. So we got homeless through the billionaire. Question for you. Who would you take to lunch? Who are you going to go and take to lunch if all you knew about them was their net worth? Who are you going to take to lunch? You're of course going to take the billionaire to lunch, right? Obviously, you're going to take the billionaire because homeless people, they're a dime a dozen. You could, down to the city, you can talk to 50 homeless guys a day, lower middle class, probably in your family. You can go and talk to your family at dinner table. So, of course, you're going to take the billionaire to lunch if you're smart. In fact, the five guys were up there on the stage, and you're presented with the opportunity to take someone's lunch, and other people perhaps in y'all is with you, sitting next to you, jostling for the opportunity. Maybe you even might sound an auction. You might actually pay to take the billionaire to lunch. You'll pay, put up a bid, pay £1,000 to take this guy to lunch. The next person next to you wants to take the billionaire to lunch too, so you say, no, I'll pay 1,500 quid. And there'll be some kind of auction in the audience. Everyone's bandaged together to literally throw money at the billionaire. And out of the five guys, he's the one who needs the money the least. But he's the one who attracts it. Because there's a universal law that says, to he who has more is given. To he who had this more is taken away. It's just a fancy way of saying the rich gets richer and the poor get poorer. So as you can go and you grow your wealth, and you will become more and more magnetic. When you get multi-millionaire, centimillionaire, billionaire, you will be a money magnet. People will throw their money at you just for your presence alone, just to grace them with your presence. And down like the other stage, all the other left side of the stage is complete role reversal. You have to pay to get yourself up around people. So of course there's a spot in between those five guys, somewhere within that, you'll slot yourself, where the people on the left-hand side of you, they're going to have to pay to go to lunch with you. But you will pay the other people on the ride. And whatever you slot yourself in is your degree of financial resignation. That's your degree of magnetism. That's what you believe about yourself financially. And what you will manifest that into your life, results that fit it into that resignation. Because just get this now. The world around you will treat you the way that you treated you. If you don't pay yourself first, and you don't back yourself, and you don't invest in growing your wealth, who else will do it for you? You don't get yourself into that by accident. It's not a mistake that you get yourself into debt, because debt is a degree of financial resignation. There's a psychology to debt, and people get themselves into debt because they don't back themselves. They don't pay themselves first. They're subordinate to everyone else. And when they get their money, they end up just blowing in other people's stuff, other people's brands, and other people's businesses and shit. They buy everything, other people's dreams, not their own. They don't back themselves. They don't pay themselves first. They don't create. They don't innovate. They become net consumers. A net consumer, that's someone who has positioned themselves down on the left-hand side of the stage, where most of the other 7 billion people on the planet are on the right of them. They're paying other people's dreams, other people's brands, and other people's products and services. But the way that you can change that for yourself is by deciding to pay yourself first. So whenever you get your income, you pay yourself first. You don't pay electricity bill, you don't pay your phone, pay shit. Pay yourself first. Forget them. Pay yourself. Trust me, they're not going to suddenly cut your car, turn off your electricity bill. They want their money. They'll put you on payment plans. They will work with you. You pay yourself first. And when this becomes a habit, watch what happens. Things will change in your life. Things will start to shift about. Because when you pay yourself first, other people will want to pay you first. And you will become more magnetic. With every dollar that you save, you will literally become more magnetic. So right now, I literally mean right now, before you do anything else, go and set up your automatic transfer into your savings account in your calendar reminders now, and think yourself in a few years' time, because those years are going to pass you by either way.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Some people dream of success while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.